coming into conference play, it's a long weekend, as we know, in the CEA conference. And I'm, just really liking the chemistry that we're seeing on the offensive end of the field. That has really been developing well, and it's nice to see it's not a flash in the pan from Friday night, that we're really clicking. Our transition is continuing to build and look good, and, we've got a good fight in our group till the end. So, a great win.
How would you say your offense was from start to finish? You got off to a fast start again. That's what you like to see. You like to score the first goal. Because most times this year, your team doesn't score the first goal a lot. You always have to play from behind.
Yeah, we had, and that's been a big focus coming into conference, right? We've been talking about drilling and working on how we come out in the first quarter, and particularly how we push our transition, whether it be from draws or from the defensive end, how we play that out, and not allowing our opponent's defense to sort of get in, get set up, get organized. We want to dictate a little more and keep the foot down. So it's been good.
How does it feel to get your role players scoring instead of just your top 2-3 players all the time?
Yeah, well, I think because the chemistry has been continuing to develop really well, our youngsters are getting more opportunity and continuing to get more reps. They're starting to understand each other's strengths and weaknesses and starting to play to that a little more. So that's been really great to just see them be a threat as a unit. And we always talk about, everybody has to be a threat. We don't want to stand and watch, two people sort of take the reins, and we got to work hard off ball. So I think we're seeing some of these looks on our off play as well.
Your thoughts on the youth on this team, especially on the offensive end? I mean, both Thornton sisters, she's getting into it now. Raina Del Tuba. Years past, it's been very senior-led, upperclassmen team, and now you really have a lot of underclassmen taking the reins and kind of running with them, being huge.
Yeah, and I think that can be part of the natural phases you go through with programs, as you graduate great players, and then you need to maybe depend a little more on individuals coming up through the ranks. I think what's telling is that we've got a lot of great talent on the team, and with more and more experience, they're really sort of solidifying that even more and reinforcing that this is a great unit. And I think that also means the future is really bright for this program.
Question for Kaitlin. You scored 5 goals today. How would you say you're getting in the flow on offense, and how are your teammates setting you up?
I'd say that my teammates are setting me up because I know if I have the ball, I'm more than likely going to drive, because that's kind of my role, is to drive and then get the double team, so they clear through for me.
Kaitlin, we heard Nat talk about it the other day, we heard Coach talk about it. How has it felt from game 1 to now, the evolution of the offense, the building of that chemistry that Coach was talking about? How has it felt for you out there on the field?
It feels a lot better than when we first started the season. I think we've made a lot of adjustments, especially when taking 8 meters, we're boxing out, and we're pushing through transition, and I think chemistry is just getting better and better every time we play.
And then, Coach, 22 goals, obviously, we'd like to see that.
Yeah.
But William&Mary kept pushing.
Yeah.
And what did you learn about the team today that, even though William&Mary kept going, you guys didn't really waver at any point? They bent a little at one point, but didn't break, and were able to pile it back on.
Yeah, well, coming into this game, we talked and made a really strong point, and I think our team took to heart that, William&Mary is a great team. They've come off a great win, and they're going to be a tough team. They have a lot of great drivers. They really tested our zone today, and they poked some holes in it. And it's a long weekend, and we've got to be prepared to attention to detail on those little things for the full 60 minutes for the entire weekend. You just you can't afford to take a break. I do think, though, that we were able to bounce back and had some great momentum plays. I can recall Aaron Williams on a great play after, we'd been on the defensive end a bunch, and we just turned the ball over and were about to put him on attack again. And she came up with a huge momentum play, and I think that really sparked us to go on a bit of a roll and just take back control of the game.
Has that been another growth area where it's kind of a feel for the game, those momentum plays where you're seeing more of your players make those plays now as the year has gone
Yeah, and I think and you had a freshman making that play. We obviously have seen some of our other defenders, Livia and Sammy, coming up with a lot of plays. But Raina today, I mean, early in the game, coming up some great defensive plays. And Nat has typically been someone to take over a game off of the draws. So it's just really good. I think that's an indicator of the confidence of some of our youngsters to kind of jump in on that and see those opportunities. And, at some point we need somebody to step up and be that spark. And, I thought that was a really kind of key moment in the game for us when Erin made that play.
How huge was it that your team was able to win 2 straight games at home and CAA play over the weekend? Now considering yourself that you're maybe in better positioning for conference tournament possibility.
Yeah, well, look, we have a lot of pride in our tradition here and what we've accomplished over the many years as a team in the CAA. And, it's great to see sort of those returners coming up and stepping up and, taking charge in conference here, because this is an area that we have really high expectations. We've had a lot of success. We want to continue that success no matter what happened out of conference. So, this is a great weekend to come off of, and it'll be important that we are, smart this week in our recovery, we're efficient, and we continue to build on some areas that we've got to, tighten up a little bit and take that into next weekend, which will be another long weekend.